How did you start with music?
Well, I was about 11 years old when me and my best friend at the time, Moby, used to be walking through the path, and we'd just be trying to bust rhymes over some mix-a-lot. My posse's on Broadway. So we started out doing stuff like that, but I didn't really take music serious until I was in the Navy, and I was getting ready to get out and change up careers, and that's when I was like, I may have a shot. I was in San Diego, and LA was so close, and I was like, how often in life do you get that chance to be so close to LA? So I took my chance, and now that's all I do every day, 7 days a week. It's music.
What makes a good artist?
A good artist to me is an artist that's passionate about what they do and is always seeking to do better than the last song that they just did. A true artist is personable, has a infectious personality. When they walk into a room, the room lights up. And someone who's just dedicated, who has the battle wounds of what it takes to be a 2013 artist, is what I consider an artist these days.
Who inspires you?
Well, I have a lot of different inspirations in my life, but musically, Jay-Z, Kanye, Lupe, 8-Ball, MJG, Master P, you name it. Any of the greats from the South that have came out, that was big in my era and during the 90s, pretty much are my heroes. Now I'm more broadening my musical perspective of things, but I definitely would say Jay-Z is definitely one of the bigger influences in my musical endeavors, business-wise. I think he's one of the greatest to ever come and do it.
What's your advice before a big performance?
Try not to think about it. It's the first thing, it's just because everything that you can think about that could possibly go wrong in your head, you would think about right before you're about to get on in it, and it'll make you have the worst case of stage fright whatsoever. So what I do, whenever I'm about to go on, I free my mind, and I just think about it just me performing out there. And people that I wish that would show up in my head are there. But in my view, they're not there. It's like imagine I'm in a club full of, 1,000 people and I'm about to rock it, right? But I don't actually go in there and say it's 1,000 people in here and I'm about to rock it, because that's when the nervousness gets in. But as long as I block them out, then I don't have a problem with performing in front of 1,000 people or whoever, 10, 20. The smaller the crowd is the hardest ones to perform for.
Have you ever felt giving up?
Yeah, there have been times. Not giving up in the sense where I felt like I couldn't do it. Giving up in the sense where I hate the political game that gets played in the music business and the entertainment business, and that you don't want to deal with that no more because it's BS. That part of giving up, but every time I arrive at that point, I always just look back at my life, and then I think about all the fabulous journeys that I've taken to get here, and it makes me keep persevering forward.
What's your next project?
Well, I just finished. I'm still kind of promoting The Great Awakening, which dropped on 11/11/11. We're still promoting that, but working on a new EP right now. It's called No One Is Safe, and I'm telling you, it's just the tracks that are on there is pretty much exemplary of what I'm trying to say in the message of the album. No one is safe. I'm just doing every kind of record that I can get my hands on, because I'm just challenging myself right now to see what kind of record can I do. Not what can I do, but what can I do,
Who have you worked with?
I've worked with, producer-wise, some big people. I worked with Jean Baptiste, who produced Boom Boom Pow, Meet Me Halfway, She Ain't You, Madonna's latest single, Chris Brown's Look At Me Now. This guy's super phenomenal. Khalees, Multi-Man, who's produced Nelly's Go featuring Talib Kweli, Bailey Anderson, who produced Wax, who's now just signed to Def Jam and does music for William Johnson, who's the #1 subscribed YouTube guy. And I have a favorite. He's gonna be big. His name's Tom Davis, and he's producing some really good tracks these days, and I like working with him. He's an unknown, but I definitely would put him in the category the same as the people that I've worked with that are professionally and Grammy Award winning.
What's your advice for people with dreams?
My advice, if you're going to be in the entertainment business, where with dreams in perspective, in general, just stay positive. But if you're going to be in this entertainment business, it's the wild, wild west out here. So come in with two guns, ready to shoot anybody. And what that translates to is like when you come into these meetings and you meet people, you don't leave until you get what you want. That kind of determination and perseverance will help you get across and win any battle that's going to be thrown at you. Because this is one of the toughest industries. It's an industry that's shrinking, so it's not like there's plentiful opportunities out there. So my advice was to just come in with your guns blazing and your A game ready to go. Because for every time that you don't do it, there's 1,000 people behind you ready to do exactly that to get that job.
If you were invisible for one day, what would you do?
It would probably, if I was invisible for one day and I could do anything I want to do, I'd probably go hang out at the CIA office. Because I really would like to know what the fuck is going on. Can I say fuck on your camera? But yeah, I'd definitely go to the CIA. I would like to know all America's dirtiest secrets.
What do you want to say to all of your fans?